Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth. I am back again for your mid-month tarot horoscope uh, 2015 for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Virgo. Okay. And just as a quick update, I am going to be using my regular deck for this reading, the Shadowscapes Tarot, as well as coming back for April with the regular general deck. And I'm probably going to be doing my mid-month using the erotic deck, the sex and relationships deck, and not doing my health videos for a while. I'm not sure when I'm going to be adding those back in, but it's not going to be for a while unless it's by request that I do them, or I get a lot of people that say, hey Beth, can you do a health video for a certain month? Because they take a really long time to complete, about 2 hours per video, so it's kind of long. And then I'm also doing, just so you guys know, I'm also doing regular readings still. The 1 hour is $75, the 2 hour is $150, and I am doing the tarot cord cutting combo, which is 90 minutes and it's $100. So let's see what we get for you guys. I'm kind of excited to see. I know that some of your other readings have been quite challenging. So I really hope the end of March is better for you. Oh. And I actually ended up pulling an additional card. So, Okay, so the first card that you're getting, it's kind of a strange spread. It's kind of right now not making much sense to me, but I'm going to go with it and see how I feel in a minute. And if I need to, I'll reshuffle. This is the track that you're on, Virgo, and this is needing to get out more. It's either needing to go into the cave or to come out of the cave, okay? So for those of you who are partying like rock stars all day and all night, you need to take some time to yourself. Or if you're studying all day and night because you're studious, or you're working all day and night because you're hardworking, you need to take a break. Okay, you need to take some time for yourself. You maybe get a massage, maybe go out to dinner, maybe call up a friend, whatever it is that you need to do. Maybe go to the Bahamas. Just take time off. Some of you are like, yeah, right, couldn't possibly do that now. But maybe it's time to. Maybe it's time to. Spend time writing in your journal. This is also moving. And this is also getting engaged. Some of you may already be married, but this is also an engagement for some of you, but not all of you. And this is getting engaged to a person who supports you. It's interesting because I just did my Leo video, and this came up for Leo. So some of you may be on the cusp. There is no cusp, but you may have some Leo in your chart, and you're watching this. And you may be in a partnership or relationship with them of some kind, Virgos and Leos. But this is supportive influence. So you may have, this is family support as well. So if you don't have a partner and you're single, you may be feeling just like supported by your family in some way. Maybe it may not be financial. It may just be, they're there, for you in some way. Now, the thing is you're not, to me, feeling very supported by the universe, because this is the liar, cheater, thief card. To me, if you don't have somebody, in your life, in a romantic sense, you may just be hiding yourself from the world. You may be wearing a mask. You may not be showing who you really are. You may be one of those people that's like trying to, I feel like trying to avoid the world. You're like, no, I want to be left alone. I don't want to be bothered, by anything or anyone. You just want to pay your bills and go home, and that's it. But you need to stop doing that. You need to really live your life. You need to go through your bucket list and say, okay, what am I going to do with my life, with my time? Some of you are, you're dealing with the liar, cheater, thief. And it could also be a Leo. I hate to say that, but because Leo's got the devil, I just did that spread. They got the devil, and sometimes the devil and the Seven of Swords go hand in hand. They're very similar type of people, okay? They both wear masks. Doesn't have to be a Leo, could be a Capricorn as well. Feeling like some of you are in a relationship with a Capricorn. Or Sagittarius. Or an Aquarius. Getting like only 2. I don't know why I'm going to 2 for the Aquarius. See, the thing is, the weird thing about Aquarius guys is that I feel like guys, they have to have some like afflictions or something in their chart, some weird stuff going on in their chart, because Aquarius like to treat everybody the same. They don't like to treat someone worse or better than the other because they feel like it's unfair. So when they're in a friendship or in a relationship, they really give their all to the relationship. They give their all because they give their all to all the relationships that they're in. So if they're giving their all, they usually have thought it through on the relationship. If there's cheating going on, it can come from the other party feeling the Aquarius has, sometimes Aquarius has moments where they need to have like alone time, or they pulled away to have alone time, and the other partner goes and cheats. I just feel like it's less Aquarius. I feel like I'm getting there's 2 people, 2 Aquarius guys specifically that are cheating. That this applies to you, Virgo, for. Message me if you're in a relationship with an Aquarius man specifically that's cheating or that you suspect of cheating. It's just not really, not to say that Aquariuses don't cheat or they're not capable of it, but I just don't see it as much as the other signs. Why? Because again, Aquarius thinks things through, like obsessively, and they won't get into a relationship if there's going to be cheating. They just will like pull the weeds out from their list of dating people and be like, no. So it's just, Aquariuses are very analytical in that way. So the foundation is, okay, so going back, this though, here's the issue with this. This being in the position of what's coming in from the outside feels very unsupported. You're not supported by the universe. You're supported by friends and or family, specifically family, I feel. Some of you are supported by partners, can be husbands or boyfriends, or wives in some cases. But it's more like you are blocked from a positive outcome because of this person, or because you are being this person. Because you're cheating, you're involved with a cheater, so you're blocking your blessings, or Virgo, you're just hiding from the world, you're not being real. You're not showing your true, authentic self. And you need to in order to get to the happily ever after ending. So you are blocked. And I think this is going to change once the eclipse happens, because we're having this eclipse on the 20th. And I pulled another card, and I feel like it will change. I feel like the real Mr. Right, I always say that, will the real Mr. Right please stand up? The real Mr. Right, because I pulled a card of the Mr. Right card, is going to show up in your life. But because you've got this liar, cheater, thief there, he's blocking you from meeting that guy, okay? So, going back to the foundation, which I was going to say, is needing to get more sleep. Overall, you may just be feeling very tired in March, feeling like the end of March is just March in general has been kind of grueling for you. This could be planetary issues, but this could also just be work-related, where you're just like so over it. you know. Again, some of you really need to take a day off. Some of you need to go to bed earlier. Those of you who are already going to bed earlier, you know, you're just worn out. It has nothing to do so much with sleep. For some of you, it has just to do with the fact that you're kind of fed up, kind of worn out. You kind of just need to go on vacation. Or maybe you're waiting to go on vacation and that, you know, you're just at that breaking point where you're just like, I gotta go. I can't wait any longer, you know. And okay, so what we have in the recent past is the Hanged Man. It's interesting because this is about inner patience and inner strength and waiting, okay? Maybe it is that waiting for that vacation, you know? It can also mean that you're being tested, you know? You're going through some testing times. You're being tested in relationships, in life. You were recently tested, and you could still be being tested right now. It feels like you're blocked right now, as well as being tested. The testing for a lot of you happened recently, so it's kind of like you're dealing with two very strong issues. Having to go through challenges and things because it's the universe testing you, but being blocked from positive things because you have either this person in your life or because the universe is telling you in order to pass go, you need to collect 200 first. You know, or there's something you need to do first. You need to remove the mask first. You need to come out of the closet first. You need to go out into the world first. You need to start your own business first. That's kind of what's coming to me. And again, we have the Leo showing up here. This can also indicate other fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius as well. I think of this as you in some cases because, you know, Virgos are very tough. You know, you got the armor on, and, you know, Virgos are all about fighting the good fight. You know, the word ornery, you know, some Virgos are very square and they're very ornery. I feel like Virgos, if this is you, this could also indicate you have like a Sagittarius ascendant. I keep getting this. I think I've gotten this before. Virgo with like a Sagittarius ascendant or Leo moon, or like a Virgo with like a Leo moon. Let's see, Virgo with a Leo ascendant and Sag moon. I'm also getting Virgo with like a Cancer moon, Leo ascendant or something like that as well. And it could be where there's a Virgo Capricorn combo too. Anything Virgo that's combined like with your ascendant sun or moon, with like Virgo Taurus, Virgo Cap, it's just, it blocks you. It feels like it blocks you because you get locked into like a very rigid mindset, very status quo, very like not changing. And I talked about this before, I think in my videos, where you guys need to change things up. I mean, you are Earth sign, and you know you are trying to learn how to kind of stay status quo and stay stable, but at the same time, you've got to break out of the old patterns. I'm getting some old belief systems as well. It's again the mindset. It goes back to the mindset. You know, do you believe you have to have, you know, a 9-to-5 job, you know, in a brick and mortar establishment? You know, if you're of that mindset, that it's an older mindset, you know, because there's people like me who, you know, I show up to work, I sit on my bed, you know, in my pajamas. You know, I don't have a brick and mortar establishment. I don't even have a website. You know, I mean, I have my own business, but it's, you know, it's just not what you would consider traditional. So I feel like some of you Virgos are very traditional, and sometimes they can be very conservative. So I'm just saying, if you have like a Virgo Cap or Virgo Taurus combo, be very careful about your mindset and try to become open-minded. Take an art class. Try to, think about um, different ways of doing things. Um, and this card in particular is about slowing down. Okay. So this could be the Leo in your life also. Going back to the Leo, Virgo, you could be in a relationship with this Knight of Wands, okay? Specifically, Leo females can be in a relationship with this Knight of Wands character, who can be very aggressive, okay? Some of you are going to be getting a divorce, okay? This is the Temperance card, which you don't see coming. And there are certain days I see this as balance and harmony, and other days I see this being divorce. And I feel like for you, it's divorce. For those of you who are not in a relationship, this is about going through a long period of time where you spend a lot of time alone. Some of you maybe have been single for like 10 years. I'm getting some of you 10 or 20 years. Or just long periods of time where you're just in quiet and solitude, or just wanting quiet and solitude. Some of you need to work on your emotions. Some of you are kind of like bottling your emotions, and then one day, boom, the bottle breaks and you kind of lose your temper. It's finding the balance between being really, really angry, really, really sad, being completely just like cut off emotionally, and not expressing yourself. You need to learn to express yourself in a positive way, Virgo. That's my thing. So let's see. So for some of you, on a positive note, you're going to be getting engaged to this. Could be a fire sign guy. Going back to the fire sign guy, could be Aries, Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sagittarius guy. Could also even be a Scorpio too, because he's wearing the armor. Okay, could also be a Cancer also because he's wearing the armor. With some kind of Leo in there somewhere. Some of you, it's a good, really healthy relationship because he's supportive of you, or you're supportive of him in some way. You're a partner with him in some way. Some of you, there is balance and harmony. Okay, going back, can be balance and harmony. Mainly, though, it feels like you've been kind of going through some tests. Maybe you're not getting the sleep that you've needed. And some of you just need to really figure out who you are. On the negative side, some of you are dealing with the liar, cheater, thief, and you don't know it. Okay, this is what's coming in from the outside. So someone's cheating on you. And you need to really pay attention to what's going on with your partner, okay? It's weird because you have this great supportive energy, what's crossing you, and yet you have this very non-sleuthy, slithery type person that's blocking you actually from a positive outcome. And it could be that, this person is causing you to feel quite volatile. Maybe this person is, they're stirring up your emotions. Sometimes you're really pissed off. Sometimes you're really waterworks and you're crying a lot. This to me is, some of you are like, you're stay-at-home mom. And when your husband goes off to work, I feel like there's someone there that he's cheating with. Okay, so in the position of emotions, you got the Mr. Right card. So you have this very interesting spread. You think you're in a relationship with Mr. Right. Some of you, you're in a relationship with Mr. Wrong. And some of you just need to show yourself to the world and follow the signs, okay? Because the magician is all about getting things done magically. The magician is a Capricorn person, okay? The magician is, this Virgo could also be you, okay? Where you're able to just get a lot done. You go with your hands, because I feel like this, a lot of times, you know, Virgos make great dentists, because this is the dentist, okay? Virgos make, they're really great librarians. They're really good at organizing details. Some of you are looking for Mr. Right. Some of you need to follow the signs. And by the signs, I mean little things, okay, that you see in your environment. You know, maybe, you know, it's interesting. Maybe, you know, it's a pair of sunglasses that you see online. Or, you know, you watching me, you know, putting my sunglasses on, okay? And then, you know, later on, you know, you're like, ah, geez, I need to find, where are my sunglasses? What do I do with them? And you realize, oh, you know, I left them at the gym, in my gym locker or something. So you go to the gym locker room and you meet somebody at the gym. You know, so that's following the signs. That's like, oh, it's like the connecting the dots in your life. That's what needs to happen emotionally for you. That's what needs to happen in order for you to find Mr. Right. And I feel like you do need to be a little bit of a detective to figure out what's going on with this cheating issue. And after the eclipse, Mr. Right is going to come in. So you're gonna have the Magician and the King of Pentacles all in the same spread. That's Mr. Right and Mr. Right. So if you're not meeting Mr. Right, Virgo, in April after the eclipse, I'd be very surprised. Very surprised. Please message me if you're still single at that time. It can be, you know, that you decided that you want to stay single. That's fine. But it's going to be interesting to see how things pan out. Okay, so right now you're blocked from two things. You're blocked from this card, which is the Justice card, which is, I call it, you know, going back and forth and trying to make a decision. This is weighing things, you know, like your scales. You know, you got two scales. We've got, to me, the Temperance is all about weighing things, and the Justice is all about weighing things. You may have some strong Libra in your chart, a Virgo. Or you may be really thinking about getting a divorce very strongly, okay? Or breaking up very strongly because of this cheating issue, okay? Some of you, not all of you, some of you are just trying to make a decision. Some of you are just balancing your emotions. Some of you are, you know, I feel like high anxiety, high stress, and you need to take a break and you need to get more rest, and you're not getting enough sleep is crucial to your lessening your anxiety and lessening your stress. And the outcome would be very beautiful if the universe unblocked you. And I feel like you will be unblocked from this. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the King of Pentacles and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And, I mean, Virgo, this is you. Virgo, this is absolutely you. And together for them to be in the same reading, that's awesome. Now, you got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is even better than the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. The Queen of Pentacles in the upright is, you know, a mother. This is, you know, the attainment of wealth, prosperity, happiness, and abundance. This is also pregnancy, okay? This is feeling just very loved. In the reverse, it's all about a woman who has extraordinary gifts, a healer, a medicine woman, needing nature to treat cancer. This is someone who's very disconnected from the natural world. You, Virgo, need to reconnect with the trees, go for a walk, go to a pond, go to a lake, go swimming somewhere in the ocean if it's possible, if it's warm near your house. This is you needing to be healed in the natural way. This is natural remedies. Again, please watch my health video because I posted a lot of links there, and some of that will be very helpful to you. Those of you who are sick, this is again needing the natural medicine. For those of you who are gifted and a natural healer, maybe doing something similar to what I do, someone who's interested in acupuncture, alternative medicine, herbal medicine, naturopathy. To me, this is you. To me, this is like what you're supposed to be doing. Some of you, this is what you're supposed to be doing in a career. So if you haven't, thought about natural medicine as like a career path, this is the time to really research it and kind of look into it and see maybe this would be the right move for you. But you've got the King and the Queen, as far as the King and Queen of Pentacles coming in the same reading, meaning, if you haven't met your match, you will soon be meeting your match. And or you will be very abundant. You will have a lot of wealth and prosperity that's coming to you. I feel like this is coming to you April and May. At the end of March, things still may be kind of building, but I feel like prosperity is coming to you. So, and it's interesting because, I had pulled another card it came out with it. So I'm going to read it. The final outcome is the Do Not Worry card. And Virgos are natural worriers. And you can't really see very well because of my computer, but the card is the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is a little girl taking care of her 4 stuffed animals, and this is needing to be more childlike, needing to open your mind, needing to not worry, needing to believe that everything is possible, rather than being in that square. The Virgos are very square-minded a lot of times. You need to not be in that square. You need to start thinking out of the box. You need to know that money is coming into your life, and it's flowing in. So you don't have to worry. Don't worry about where money is coming from. I'm not saying going out and blowing it, but the biggest thing that you have to worry about, that I would say, and then I don't recommend worrying at all, thinking about is this cheating issue. Okay, if you guys don't have cheating, if you're not in a relationship, again, it is you needing to figure out who you are in the world, but not worrying about it in the process. So that's my final message, and I'm going to send you guys big hugs. And, I appreciate you so much for, subscribing and messaging me and being awesome. So I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.